We're recording already.
Mm.
You know what? You sit in your hate for 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the B-movie battle sanctioned by the government of Wonderland. Swear words of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the show. All other swear words are restricted. Wonderland officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the show and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 1 continuous hour. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until the review concludes. Blessed be our Wonderland leaders in America, a nation reborn. B-movie battle is now in effect.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to B-movie battle, episode 80 for Liquid Sky 1982. I'm Phoenix West, Liquid Phoenix.
Liquid dick it.
I assume.
Do you want to fuck me?
Yeah. I mean.
I'm gonna fuck.
No, you're gonna fuck.
Swallow
the pill, Dick. Swallow the pills.
Oh my God, what are you talking about? You're so ugly. I don't normally fuck guys.
In my defense, this movie has a 6.0 on IMDb.
I don't give a shit.
It has 6.6 thousand reviews or ratings. It has a 6.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of weird people out there who love this movie. Probably. I was watching some of them, like the screenings and like for like the Q&A. People are like, "Oh, the genius of this film." No, there is not.
Can I just say there is no genius in this movie?
No, it is so boring and so just annoyingly artistic. It hurts my dick.
I don't even think it's artistic. I think it's people who think they're artistic and smart.
Well, that's what it is. It's exactly that.
I didn't want to say they tried. They purposely didn't try. Everything about this movie is how great it is to not really try. Like that, the best example is that girl singing that song, like
in the beginning. Yeah,
this is my. I forget what she says. My party. Yeah,
it's like that for 30 seconds, just her hitting her chest. And like you're going, okay, is this the art piece? I'll have to perform in a minute. Go upstairs and get high. Leave me alone. Do you have drugs? Can I go get some drugs in your room? Can I have drugs? Shut up. You're ruining her room. Get out of here. Fuck you, bitch.
Were we?
A lot of that going on.
I have so many notes. Mostly in the first 35 minutes, and then I went, game off.
I can't do it anymore.
I can't. I'm not even going to bother writing notes. But
this is a great place to see the UFO who's loving the opiates. The opiates in the brain is what he's accessing. And instead we have an orgasm. You have opiate is just as good as an orgasm. So the alien life form is stealing the opioid in the brain when you have an orgasm. I'm a Jew. I'm from German. Oh, yeah? I'm a Jew.
What? Can I fuck you?
Yeah, pretty much is what happens. I want to get shrimp. We're going to have Chinese food. I want shrimp. I have shrimp. I want to have shrimp again. And I want to have shrimp. Remember that part where she orders from the menu and everything's shrimp?
I vaguely remember that.
I think it was like supposed to be funny, but it was just horribly annoying.
I'm trying to find
I don't think shrimp is kosher. Maybe that's the joke. Shrimp's not kosher because it's a scavenger. They don't. That's not kosher. They can't eat shrimp. And she was eating shrimp because she was Jewish. I think that was the joke.
I'm gonna try to find this, and I wrote down that I'm not done with the musical number. I wrote down Yoko Ono in Sonic Youth.
Yeah, it feels like that. Only it's worse. Because I like Sonic Youth. I hate Yoko Ono.
I like Sonic Youth, but the music reminded me of Sonic Youth. But it was Yoko Ono just wailing away on the microphone. I want to play some of it.
I think you can play whatever you want because no one gives a shit about this
movie. Apparently fucking everyone gives a shit about this movie.
YouTube is all over YouTube for free.
Yeah, this movie made a ton of money for no reason.
Well, it's one of those midnight movies
where at the time, because it was an LGBTQ thing, this is queer cinema at its finest, basically, and that had a following in New York City at the time. There was a big gay culture in New York and probably LA, so it makes sense that would make money. Because all they have, they don't have families. They like to spend money on drugs and terrible movies.
This music does not fucking stop. This might have the worst soundtrack I've ever heard.
And like I said, there's lots of trivial bits about how great the soundtrack is. And how
it's fucking terrible.
It's remembered for its amazing, groundbreaking soundtrack.
I did watch this right after it ended. I watched Siskel and Ebert.
Yeah.
I had to fast forward.
How did that go?
Most of the episode, because it was about what's the Tom Hanks mermaid?
Oh, Splash.
It was about Splash.
Oh my god!
And then they kept saying like they like Daryl Hannah, but they wish it was not Tom Hanks. They wish it was someone else that was more comedic.
Interesting.
That it would work better. And I was like, oh, interesting. Oh, now we gotta watch Liquid Sky. And they come on, they play a long ass trailer. Like it's like a 5-minute segment on this movie, and 3 of the minutes are just a trailer.
Wow.
And then it's Siskel's like, we watch. No, sorry, starts off with Ebert. Ebert's like, well, we watched this and Justice Classes, and yeah, this is a big movie in New York City in the punk culture, and it's made a lot of money and it caught a lot of viewers, and we watched it, and I'll say this: it is as a piece of fashion, thumbs up. As a movie, thumbs down. And Cisco takes over. And he just goes, yeah, thumbs down. Didn't like.
Cisco wanted out of there immediately.
Cisco wanted nothing to do with this movie.
A heroin, alien, lesbian movie. No, I'm out. I'm done.
Oh, the best thing that Ebert says is in his introduction. He said he summed up exactly what I was thinking when I watched this. It's like you read the synopsis: a small heroin-seeking UFO lands on Manhattan roof, observes a bizarre drug-addicted fashion model, and sucks endorphin from her sexual encounter's brains. That sounds like a fun movie. And he goes, that outside of that, I didn't know what was happening. And I only knew that was happening because I read the synopsis.
Exactly.
I don't think I would have pieced it together if I didn't read that.
He's not wrong. Yeah, it's pretty right on. Give Ebert credit that one. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I give Ebert credit. Yeah,
he killed it.
Kind of
Usually
funny.
Cisco got the zingers.
Yeah.
He's got the more. Cisco's more of a pessimistic.
Yes, he was.
But he did. Cisco's like, no, thumbs down. Didn't like this.
That's funny.
I actually forgot what he said because it didn't matter.
Isn't it weird though? Like we've been so like generation now has no idea what thumbs up means anymore. Like 2 thumbs up. Like back in for as long as we were kids into like our late 20s, it was like a thing because he was still alive, and now that he's been dead since 2013. Like there is another. We've had 10 years of no Ebert. We've had 25 plus years of no Siskel, and now we've had 10 years of no Ebert.
Because it was Siskel and Ebert for the longest time, and then Ebert and Roper.
Yeah.
And then what happened after Ebert died? Did they stop?
Basically went away. Yeah, I mean, it's basically.
He should have kept it going with someone else.
Gone. They did for a time. Nobody watches these movies, these shows anymore. They're all on YouTube. Everybody's a critic on YouTube. Well, I think they have a YouTube channel, and I think that the Christy Lemire does it. She used to. I thought she was so cute. Christy Lemire was a hottie for some weird reason. I don't know why, but I think she was just gorgeous lady.
Oh, I didn't realize it was technically 2 different shows. It was At the Movies from 82 to 86, which is what this is the review from. And then it was from 86 to 2010, Siskel and Ebert.
Yes.
Wow, I remember At the Movies as like the show.
Yeah, and then Gene Siskel died in like 1998.
And it was really sad because they have his last episode on YouTube. You could watch it. And I think the last movies they review, I think it might be. Oh God, what was it? I don't remember, but it was like lackluster movies. But you could tell Siskel was out of it. Like he was not going to be loud. He was not going to be on this planet for longer than 3 months because he looked bad. He was like all screwed up, and you could tell it was taking its toll. It was very sad.
Yeah,
very sad.
It was Roger Ebert, Gene Siskel, Richard Roper, Michael Phillips, Scott, Ben Makiewicz.
Yeah, Ben Mankiewicz. I hate Ben Mankiewicz.
And then blah,
Hate
blah, blah.
him.
Anyway,
Hate him.
so let's be done. I gave this movie a 2.
I think I gave it a 4.
Wow.
Just for the amazing soundtrack.
I can't in good faith. I would give this a 3, but it didn't make any sense, and I found it kind of insulting to my intelligence.
Well, here's the thing. Now you can say, I've seen Liquid Sky. That's like a badge of honor right there. That's pretty fucking deep in like the New York circles. It's just like, oh yeah, you think you're fucking cool? Think you're hip? Have you seen Liquid Sky? What? You're like fucking hip on a level beyond level.
The title means heroin, man.
It's about heroin and aliens getting dopamine out of guys' heads when you're getting fucked by a lesbian.
The reason I give it a 2 is because it thinks it's so fucking edgy.
Yes.
But it has no edge and it has no balls.
Yeah.
They don't show
Literally
blood. They don't show any nudity, which
they
is not
Yeah.
always a complaint, but
yeah, right.
When you're doing this edgy heroin-based movie about these models and they're killing each other with sex,
No.
It's a setup for that sort of stuff. Instead they do this non sequitur editing. They do nonstop music.
Look, I'll compare this to another 80s grindhouse kind of New York film, Bad Lieutenant, with Harvey Keitel. That movie has nudity, male nudity,
mostly
Harvey Keitel, and it has a woman actually injecting herself with heroin on screen.
That's
you
not even
actually
80s.
see it.
That's 1992.
Well, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Was it 92?
Yeah, that movie's a decade after maybe? This one.
Oh shit! See, well, this movie had more balls 10 years later. Abel Ferreira did that.
Like fucking Mean Streets is around this time, a little before.
No, Mean Streets 77.
I'm saying little before this.
But Mean Streets 75.
But it gets this era and this lifestyle.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously it's a little more grimier lifestyle, but.
Well, hey, this is what New York was in the 80s, and now it's back to that. Congratulations to New York. You went back in time and reclaimed your dirty fucking asshole self. Way to go, guys. You did it.
You know what's an edgier movie about bohemians in New York City? Rent. I think Rent is edgier because at least there's consequences. They all get AIDS.
Yeah, that's not edgy. That's too traditional. When there's comeuppance, that's traditional. This one's edgy because the alien takes her away and she doesn't get away. She gets away with everything. She gets everything she wants. She becomes one with the alien. She gets away from the world around her and all the bullshit, man.
Okay, we'll go with the 90s version of it. That's edgier. Kids.
I was just say Kids, yeah.
Kids is way fucking edgier than this. This has no teeth.
No,
it's
Happiness is more. Happiness is way more controversial than this. Happiness has a scene where the father tells his son, the son asks him, "What do you do with me? Do you touch me?" "No, I jerk off." Like, that's fucking super controversial. I mean, that Happiness is the most controversial. I think might be the most controversial movie ever made. Is Happiness.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, was more offensive than this movie.
I don't know about that. That movie's pretty offensive to me. David Cross finds them highly offensive.
Hey, he doesn't mind the paycheck.
Oh no, he loved the paycheck. He was able to retire basically on those movies.
I was watching a lot of westerns the other day, and I was looking up Amber Tamblin's dad.
Yeah,
and I was like, there he is. Now all he does now is manage her career.
And what career? She's not in anything anymore. I don't see her anything.
He did.
Yeah, he did. I know that he did, but I don't. I mean, I guess he got her that job where she has a tattoo of flower in her ass.
I don't have that clip on this feed, but yeah.
Oh, damn it!
Hold on. Now I have to play it. Let's switch over to this real quick.
But yeah, Liquid Sky. It's just,
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
Yes! Yeah, boring.
She's still working, just in stuff we don't really watch.
Very good.
Inside Amy Schumer, she's on You Can Hurt My Feelings movie.
Bah.
Something in development called Cleveland with a period at the end.
I don't care.
So 6.0 on IMDb. Go fuck yourself, IMDb. Go fuck yourself. You give it a 4. I can't even believe that.
I'm glad we watched it. It was something. It's like Vietnam. We survived it.
Are you kidding me? You've been giving me shit for like 3 days straight.
Oh yeah, it's horrible, but we can move on now.
Yeah.
It's over.
Last thing we got to do. It's B-Movie Battle. Is this worse than Troy, the Resurrection of Anus? I showed you clips of that, remember?
Oh, right. Yes, it's better. It's better than that.
No. I don't think it is. I hate art house stuff. I hate pretentious nonsense that has nothing to say.
All right. I guess
which is what Troy was, but at least Troy knew what was happening. And it was just an ego project.
Well, again, the scenes that I saw of Troy that you showed me were out of sequence, so I couldn't really tell you. It gave me so I can't.
But that was one man making that movie, and I give it a little more appreciation to it. This is just awful all the way through. So I'm actually going to declare this the B-Movie Battle winner so far. This is still
all right.
This takes the lead.
It's fine.
So now we got to compare everything to this. I'm also doing it so that you're on board with the new worst.
It's fine.
This is painful. This is a painful experience.
Yeah, it was. It was really bad.
Until next time, which is Renfield. And in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick, let's get some heroin and get fucked.
Blow him. Blow him. Why were they cheering?
Let's get fucked. You got any drugs? You got any money?
Everyone's so ugly in this movie.
Drugs. No hero aliens. We're all fucked. Is that what it said?
I play it again, but it's not.
That's fine. No. Okay.
Double credits. Let's roll these back. No heroin aliens, no fuckers, no German scientist punks.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good day. Bye. The UFO of the brain.
You're slipping in the Schwarzenegger almost.
It's true. Well, it's the same thing.
Not much difference.
Moving on to Renfield.
So I got close. Oh, I can stay here then.
Stay here.
Okay. Yeah. You gotta clean up your room.
And your name?
Dick Dickett.
Do you want to change your name?
I don't know. I don't know what to change it to for this one.
I just did Phoenix Field.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on. Oh, I got it. There we go.
All right, let's see if that saved.
Of the UFO on the
B-Movie Battle. Does 42 minutes, Dick. 42.
Good enough. Oh, Nicolas Cage wants to play Captain Nemo really badly. I think that would be a good. That'd be a good.
Didn't they just make a movie of that though?
No, but it wasn't him.
I know. I'm just saying. Didn't they just?
I don't know.
Years ago.
Alex G had Captain Nemo in it. That was the last movie I think with Captain Nemo. Or they didn't do 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, did they? No, unless it was a straight-to-video movie. Are we recording?
Not yet. Which one does he want to do?
No, he wants to. In the trivia, it said he wants to do 3 roles in his whole life. He's wanting to do 3 roles. He wanted to play Captain Nemo, Dracula, and Superman. I guess they said he came close to doing Superman,
Yeah.
but then he voiced of Superman in some cartoon movie.
Yep.
And then he played Dracula in this movie. So he's almost done with his dream scenario acting career.
Restarting the audio thing, and then we'll start. We want to do Captain Nemo, Dracula,
Dracula Superman.
and Superman.
It's-
Yeah, we got pictures of him in the Superman gear. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I think I remember what the Superman suit was. That was preliminary. That was a test.
Yeah.
That wasn't the real deal. So they could have fixed it. That's why I kind of like you have to give Bryan Singer some shade on that because he kept pulling that picture out saying, "Well, look, you would have done this." It's like, well, yeah, but that was a test.
That was very early on.
That was very early pre-production. That'll change. They were playing with ideas because in the comics at the time, Superman had long hair.
Yeah, it
They're
looks
trying to-
disgusting when you see it.
Oh, it's so gross. But they were trying, but that was going to be stage one of Superman, and he was going to die, and he's going to come back with no hair or the short hair, like the black short hair Superman. So I don't know. It just it didn't matter. That movie was a fucking mess of a deal. But that documentary is amazing. Did you ever watch that documentary?
No, it's on a future episode though.
It's awesome. The documentary is really good. You get to see how fucking crazy John Peters is. Like John Peters is a
I love
prick.
these pictures.
Everybody hates John Peters. It's hilarious in the interview.
This picture.
Like they're all, yeah. Look at this. I can stretch in it. It's wonderful.
Wow,
Look at that. My codpiece.
him and Tim Burton look a lot alike here.
You're my cinematic equality. This is a symbol of
see
my
this.
independence. Yeah, that looks good. If you pulled, I think he would have been a good Superman. I think there's a world where this could still happen. I don't know.
Oh shit! Like
I think
an older Superman. Fuck yeah!
I think they could pull this off. I think Nick Cage could do it.
As you said before we started recording, though, he did play Superman in one of the movies I covered.
Fucking count.
It was
Cartoon movies don't count.
Teen Titans. Go to the movies.
That doesn't count.
It counts for something. It's a
Oh,
little bone thrown to him. You got to be Superman.
Because lots of guys have been Batman and Superman. Peter Weller was
Yes.
Batman. Like, who cares? It doesn't mean anything.
It does if that's one of your three roles. It's a little, and you're not going to get a chance to play him. Just face the fact.
Doesn't matter. It's basically like salt in the wound. That's what it is. It's hey Nick, you can't be Superman because you guys fucked up that we got fucked up by the studio. Yeah, well here do the voice of Superman. Yeah, dig in.
Yeah, you say that, but he's like, oh yeah.
No, he said yes because he went and bought dinosaur eggs with the money. Oh, this is great. I can finally get enough money to buy them dinosaur eggs I want.
I don't even give a fuck about Superman.
That's cool. I have Superman #1. I have 2 copies.
But
But
he did get to play Dracula
in this wonderful movie called Renfield.
Welcome to B Movie Battle, episode 81. Nick Cage cast 56 for Renfield, Phoenix West.
They say, yeah. Even though this movie has become a financial disaster.
Has it?
It's a bomb. It made no money. It's a dud. It's
Really?
DOA. Yeah, it came out. It opened with like $7 million, and it cost like I don't know 60. Like, it's going to be a bomb. It's unfortunate because it's actually this is why I hate fandom. I hate fans like fanboys. They talk this shit up all the time. We're like, oh, Nick Cage's Dracula would be awesome, blood and gore. That's awesome, and they don't even go see the fucking movie. Like, you have the Dracula stuff in this movie is so much fun. This is such a fun movie. This is designed for fanboys, and you guys don't even go and see it. You're too busy bitching about The Mandalorian. You're too busy bitching about shows you can watch for free that don't stand up to your lofty goals as storytelling. Because all of you are wonderfully good at storytelling. Get the fuck out of here! I'm so sick of fanboys. I have been forever. I've never liked fanboys. They're
Oh
annoying.
my god, yeah, they didn't make.
Oh,
It doesn't help that
it's a
Super
dud.
Mario Brothers movie was out.
Oh, Super Mario Bros. Is going to destroy it.
Oh, I saw
Gonna-
that, and the week
Yeah.
before I saw Renfield.
Yeah. So you saw both.
Yeah. Oh, there was no chance I was going to miss this, but I had to take my daughter
Oh,
to
yeah.
Super Mario. Plus,
Well,
I wanted
sure,
to see
yeah.
it too.
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
know, everyone grew up on Super Mario, so everyone's going to go
Sure.
see that.
No, everyone, and it's going to make the bill over $1 billion, no problem.
Yeah.
That's going to be a giant movie, and it's going to have 10, 25 sequels.
You know what? It was a
and they're-
pretty
they're
good
gonna go
movie.
crazy.
Renfield,
It's fun. Yeah, I
though,
heard it was fun.
fucking loved it. I fucking loved it.
Oh, Renfield was great. Yeah, Renfield was a lot of fun. I really
I
liked
haven't
Renfield a lot.
rated it yet. I'm waiting until we finish our review.
Okay, well, because it's a different type of Cage. This is more pulpy Cage. This is more comedy Cage. This is Cage having a lot of fun, and compared to like his other movies that were bigger budgeted, this is kind of a cheapy, low budget. You know, when Nicholas Holt's ripping off arms, it looks pretty fake,
And it looks pretty, the blood stuff is all the CGI gore is terrible,
Terrible.
but it's fun.
But
But
it's
it's part
fun.
of the charm. And Nicholas Holt's fun, and Aquafina's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not really the biggest Aquafina fan, but she was actually fine in this movie.
I like her.
She's fine. Though, is that her sister in real life? Because I feel like that's the same actress in her show that she had on Comedy Central. Like she has that actress follows her wherever she goes. She's always her sister or cousin or something.
Camille Chen?
I guess. I don't know.
No. And she's not on that show either.
Well, never mind. I guess I'm a big fat racist.
She's a big old racist.
I'm a big bigot. I don't care. Like, whatever. But yeah, she seems like someone that would be in an Aquafina movie somewhere.
She's barely in
It's
it.
not. She's barely in it. Yeah. And I thought, well, they killed her, but then they brought her back. Oh, that's right, because they brought her back to life with okay.
Yeah, they
This
do a
movie
good
has
ending.
what
Don't
they do have
ruin it.
setup and payoff.
Watch the movie
Yeah, they do have
first.
They have setup and
Please
payoff,
now.
and it pays off pretty funny. The payoff
Yeah.
is funny because it's a joke at the end where basically
The guy goes, "Yeah, you brought us all back, and I can't undo the things that I saw on the other side. The things that will haunt me forever. Thank you." It was pretty funny. That was funny. But yeah, no,
The
very
part in the
entertaining.
trailer, I hated the part in the trailer when he goes, he's like, "Take back the powers." He doesn't come to full strength. He's like, "Yes. Why would you word it like that? Yes." And I was like, I thought the joke in the trailer was he had him say what the therapist guy was saying. He's like, "Oh, you said what I said. Why would you word it like that?" I was like, In the movie though, it works. It works perfectly. The line, the whole
Right.
scene there when he's talking about Dracula.
Yeah.
He walks in like Kramer. Oh, guys.
Yeah.
He sits down. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a whole scene of ranting and raving.
It's a fun movie. It really is. It's just a fun movie. It's too bad it bombed so badly. And do you consider this Universal's dark dark franchise? Remember they're going to do that whole series of films,
Dark
in
Universe.
the Dark Universe. Is this technically a Dark Universe movie?
I mean, it's Dracula.
So, in this same timeline, Brendan Fraser fought the Mummy in the 30s,
I'm fine with that.
and
If they want to put this in there, it's kind of like Deadpool. If they put that in the MCU, where you're like,
Right, yeah.
okay, but Deadpool's not in the MCU. They kind
No,
of
he's
push
like-
that to the side. He will be,
Yeah.
but not now.
Well, no, even then he's not going to be exactly in the MCU. It's kind of an alternate take on it. So it's going to be like fucking multi-world version, and he'll never come up in the MCU.
But they should. The Dark Universe should be this, where every movie is a different genre. This one's
it'd
a
be fun.
comedy.
Yeah,
And then you got Invisible Man, which is like a really cool,
yeah.
like thriller. That movie works so well, and this one works so well for a completely different reason.
Yeah.
It would be nice if they're all different genres and just put them together and like, yeah, this is what we got. It would be better than what they did with Tom Cruise and
Oh God,
all
yes.
that shit.
And it costs way less too. It was way less
Yeah.
money.
It,
And this movie was so much better.
it makes way more sense.
And then how about Sheree Agdajlu? She's still kicking. The bad
Yeah.
she's the mother. She thought like this. I was smoking for 45 years. Hello.
I'm sorry to hear about your girl.
I destroy your family. Oh my
That shit
God.
wasn't personal.
It was not
Anyway,
good at all.
Brandon Lee, I'm gonna throw you off the church now. She sounds like the bad guy from The Crow.
Well, that's funny.
The premise of the movie is Renfield. He's Dracula's servant. He's been serving him for 90 years now. I was hoping for more with the black and white backstory where they kind of recreated some of the scenes in the original Dracula. I wish they did more of that and touch back on it from time to time.
It's probably cost prohibitive to do that.
Well, you see more in the trailers than you do in the movie. So they just
I think
cut it
there's
out.
a lot. I think they cut a lot of stuff out because I feel like they showed in the closing credits, they show some of the sequences that aren't in the movie. There's some action bits that aren't in the movie because certain things happen off screen, and then they show them in the end credits. So I'm curious to see if there's going to be like an alternate cut of this movie with more stuff included, which they're going to have to
cut some of the violence out.
Apparently, but then the violence is so corny. It's like even when the violence is violent, it's just super corny.
It's Kill Bill violence.
It's goofy.
Blood.
Yeah, blood squirting, and when he kills Apache Joe. Apache Joe. Oh, that's so racist. He called himself that. He did it. He's an Apache, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that's so racist. That's so cultural appropriation. I said that's cultural appropriation.
But the end credits have scenes, close-ups of the same scenes that we watched, but there's way more gore in those pictures. So it makes me think they had to cut some of that out. Or they cut it out preemptively because they were worried.
Well, it's it's all CGI.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
So you can either make it rain blood or make it take all the blood away with a stroke of a keystroke. So that's probably what they did. Yeah. Though I guess comparing this though to another horror movie coming out, Evil Dead Rise, I guess everyone's saying that movie is the goriest movie ever made. They're saying it's super gory, like it almost so much gore it kind of turns you off. So I'm curious about that one.
The first movie they did, the Evil Dead remake, it literally rains blood.
Yes,
and they did that because they had so much blood that they couldn't get away with it, so they had to make it rain blood. So therefore, it wasn't really blood.
Right.
That's the only reason they did that.
It's R-rated, yeah. And then this movie, I guess they're saying it's super, super gory, and there's a cheese grater scene. Like, I'm down for that. I'll watch that.
Okay. I want to go see it, but I'm not going to get a chance to because the baby's coming like next week.
Oh my God, the baby's going to come out of the womb and be like, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to kill you, Dad."
It's like, dead by Dad.
Oh, I hate you all. I'm going to kill you all.
Damn it.
Yeah. Your baby's with the maggots now. Oh my God. That's dark.
All these with the maggots.
All these with the maggots now.
I really do want to see that, but it's not going to happen.
You could probably go. You could probably take a day and go. You'll have paternal leave. You can go spend 2 hours at the movies and come back home.
How?
Have grandma stay there. Have grandma come over.
Just let the neighbor dog watch the baby.
They'll be fine. You got 2 kids raised. They're fine. They're perfect. You don't got to worry about it. Nolan's fine. John Cena's fine. John Cena and Christopher Nolan are fine.
John Cena and Nolan watch the baby.
Yeah, all will be fine. They'll watch them. They'll protect them. You can go see a movie, and your wife will be there. She'll be able to move, but she'll be there. She's gonna be so exhausted and filled with pills.
See, I don't need to go watch the bloodiest movie ever made because I'll be in a delivery room where it looked like a Saw movie after Nolan was born. I was like, oh my God.
Blood rain from the sky. Nolan born on this night. Oh. Hi. Blah, 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 blah. Can't even talk yet.
It's pretty much what he does.
He's like Baby Yoda. He just kind of goes, blah, 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 just flips.
Da, 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 da. That's all he does.
He'll flip off the couch. Try to flip off the couch and see if you'll catch him.
Can we talk about the 2 side characters for a second?
Ben Schwartz
and Awkwafina.
Yeah, they were fun.
Aquafina is a person I never heard of. I assume with the name she was a rapper. Because I saw like my wife's nephew took us all to a movie. It was the second Jumanji movie with The Rock and all
Oh,
them.
was she in that?
And I was like, I didn't know what the fuck was happening because it's the second one. I never saw the first one. And yeah, she's in there. And I was like, who the okay, this is Aquafina. I kept hearing her name. And I'm like, so I'm immediately like, fuck this girl. I don't want to like her. And then I'm like, I really do enjoy her. She's
Yeah,
fun.
she catches you off guard. She's in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I was going to say that next.
Shang-Chi, yeah, that's what I
Shang-Chi,
first saw
she
her.
did the same thing where I was like, oh,
Yeah.
damn, okay, that's just her. And I've seen some clips of Nora from
Yeah.
Queens that look pretty funny, and she looks hilarious in those, to be honest.
Well, I would say that's what turned me off on her was seeing those Nora from Queens clips.
Really?
I was like, oh, this is a show. They gave her a show, and I see her in Shang-Chi or whatever, Shang-Chi, whatever the fuck it's called. And I was like, oh, she's actually really good. She's got personality. She's funny. Yeah. I like her. She's fun.
She got that raspy voice.
And she talks like this. What do you mean? I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke at all. You sound like this.
French fried taters.
I don't know. You gotta put gas in it.
Oh, her real name is Nora Lum.
Nora Lum
is an American actress and rapper. So she was a rapper. My wife said that was a real name and that she wasn't a rapper. And I'm like,
she don't know shit. She's
okay.
wrong.
My inner feeling about people
divorce
in Hollywood
her.
Is correct.
Divorce her. That's grounds for divorce. She lied about Aquafina, or she just didn't know. She didn't care enough to research Aquafina, who is wonderful.
I really did end up at work. At first, I was worried because they have the most cliche backstory for her. Like her dad died because he didn't accept the mob's offer, so they killed him.
Right? Yeah.
And Ben Schwartz, and mom, run it, and I was, and that's fine with this movie. I was like, oh god, here we go. She's gonna be and then she's not. She plays it in a different way, and it works.
Yeah. Well, that's what when I saw the initial reviews for this movie, they were all saying the same thing. It's just like there's like two different movies in this movie. Yeah. You have this Renfield movie with Dracula and Renfield, which is great, and you have this other movie where it's a cop drama, and it's not so great. But I was like, well, no, not really. They coexist. It's not like it's two separate movies. They do interconnect in the middle there, and it's actually pretty funny, and it makes sense. And Ben Schwartz is kind of a fun character.
That's what I want to get to.
He's funny.
Ben Schwartz kind of stole the movie for me.
He's kind of playing against type because I think that's the joke. He's trying to be that tough guy and he's just a big fat pussy.
But that's the joke of the movie.
Yeah.
But it doesn't overplay its hand.
Yeah.
He has a couple scenes where he's like almost crying because he has to shoot someone. He's like, because he runs away. But then as soon as he gets Dracula makes him one of his, what's it called?
Familiar.
He becomes a familiar, and he's like, and he's all like badass and killing people.
But that's funny because like they turn a bunch of guys into familiars, and this nigga kills them all like quickly. There's no, they're fine. It's like whatever. That doesn't mean anything.
Familiars that wasn't the point of the story, so you get through it. It was like
that's fine. That's fine. Those are little things that like fanboys would bitch about. Like, what's the point of that power? It's superfluous. Doesn't mean anything because everybody can do it. It takes out the threat. There's no threat. Shut up.
It's like, can't you just enjoy the fact that the main character who's a familiar is probably stronger because he's been doing it longer?
He's been doing that's the other thing. Yeah, he's been doing it longer and he knows how to control it better than these guys who've just done it for like a day. This is the first day they're familiars.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he had to go and buy a bunch of bugs and he starts eating them.
And he keeps dropping them, so you see like crickets hopping out.
That's fun. It's funny. Nicholas Hoult is funny. I've always liked Nicholas Hoult. Yeah. I like Nicholas Hoult. I think he's a good actor. He's everything he's in. He's good. He gets a lot. Like they don't really give him much to do in everything. I think he give him room to breathe. And we forget Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult were in another movie together. A little movie called The Weatherman, which I hate.
Yeah, baby Nicholas Hoult.
The Weatherman. Baby Nicholas Hoult gets molested. Who gets molested by the guy from Shawshank? Just give me the chance. Poor Hadley had to shoot him. Broke Hadley's heart. He had to shoot him. Only 2 months away. He tried to escape.
He got molested by Tommy in that movie?
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember that scene at all.
Yeah, it's him. Remember? Yeah, I can say, take off your shirt, put this
Oh
on.
yeah. You're right.
It's him.
I
It's
forgot
him.
about that.
It's not the other guy. It ain't the other guy from Aliens. I could be friend to you. And The Departed.
No. But
You're a cop.
Nicholas Hoult. Oh, let's finish with Ben Schwartz real quick. I was so
Yes,
like,
yes.
oh god, here we go with him. Really bad with him, and I was like, oh,
I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah.
I was
Give me a
like, that guy
second.
looks familiar. Who is that guy?
Yeah. Took me a second. Once they started acknowledging that he's a fuck up, I was like the movie won me over using its tricks, and I was like,
Right.
God damn it, I fell for it. All right, I love this guy, and it was like he stole the movie for me, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's funny. He was fun. But what was the thing that he said? I'm a familiar. I got your product. Does it make you jealous? I'm everything you're not. Like he says something before he gets kicked in the chest, and everything comes out of his mouth. He basically pukes blood. And he dies.
Oh, they do the
They do the
X-ray vision.
Romeo's bleeding shot.
Yeah,
The Mortal Kombat shot.
yeah.
The fatality shot where the X-ray vision. You see all his bones break, which was funny. But which kind of took me out of the movie because that wasn't done any other place in the movie. So having that show up in that moment was kind of odd. It was like, oh, that's interesting. It's like a 10-year-old joke, really, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm still shocked that this was a script. This was a story idea by Robert Kirkman.
I saw that in the credits, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Makes sense when you watch it.
See. Yeah, and isn't Chris McKay the director of this movie? He's the guy who did Lego Movie. Isn't this Chris?
One of the guys, yeah.
One of the guys is Lord McKay. It's Lord McKay, right?
No, it's Lord Miller that you're thinking.
Lord Miller.
Oh no, he did the Lego Batman movie.
That's what it was.
He did, and he did the Lego movie. Okay. Oh, he edited.
So he did
that. Hold on.
No,
it's Lord Miller.
Yeah, that's what it is. This is a follower of Lord Miller. He's one of the partners of Lord Miller.
Yeah. So that explains the sense of humor
yeah.
and the attention to detail there.
It was fun.
The movie this reminded me of the most was another movie that kind of bombed, but it was really solid and really good with its sarcasm and violence at the same time, was The Art of Self-Defense. It was the Jesse Eisenberg movie.
Oh,
Mark,
no, thanks. No.
Let me pull it up.
No clue. When did that come out?
A few years ago.
Was that on? They got on
2019
theaters, or is that a streaming movie?
Yeah.
2019. I don't remember that one.
It was Jesse Eisenberg.
Wow.
Oh, Pollux Troy was the bad guy. He plays the sensei.
Oh wow, okay.
And Imogen Poots is the girl, the love interest, but it is super fucking violent and
really
goddamn was it hilarious. And I was like, I was expecting to hate this because I'm not the biggest Jesse Eisenberg fan.
No, I'm not either. I hate Jesse Eisenberg. He's annoying.
So me and my wife put it on. We're like, fuck it, let's watch it. And we both were just laughing the whole way through. And we're like, what is this?
Oh, I'll give that one a chance. Watch that one.
It's got a
what was it called again?
The Art of Self-Defense.
Okay. Was it on streaming? Is it on Amazon or is it on? Is it on streaming or HBO? Okay. I'll probably check that out this weekend, maybe.
This one right here. He's like this meek guy, and he gets shoved, and he just goes in there.
I haven't seen anything for this. Wow, really? I've not seen any of this.
Nivola plays Sensei, and he is fucking funny in this. And you know what's going to happen. I'm not spoiling it because obviously they're doing shady shit, but the shady shit they're doing is so fucking violent and like the way they do it. I don't know. I liked it. I'm not going to oversell it to you, so you're like, fuck this, stupid. But
no, I'll watch it.
Off guard, and I was like, this is actually a really good movie.
It looks funny. Yeah, I like that. I like the guy. I like Pollux Troy, so I don't like.
No, he's great in the movie.
But I think Eisenberg's a good actor. I just don't like him. I think that's the problem. I can't separate the art from the artist because I like his other, he's great. Social Network, I love. It's one of my favorite movies. I liked Jesse Eisenberg in the movie
Now You
about
See Me
David Foster Wallace.
Oh
yeah, I love that fucking movie. I don't think I finished that one. I thought this is fucking garbage. I'm not watching this anymore.
Oh, I did.
Shit.
The first
is
one
the-
was enough. Like, why?
If they make
It
a
makes
third one, I'm
$20.
gonna dub that the worst trilogy of all time.
Oh, they're not-
And I
they're not
hope
gonna do
they make a third one. I'm gonna look it up.
Now
and I
you see
guarantee
me
it's production.
fuck. Now you see me shit.
No.
Now you see me 3 in production.
No.
I called it. Ruben
Oh,
Fleischer
What a,
directing.
what a hack. What a fucking hack.
Okay, so now comes
Oh
out
my
dubbing
God.
it worst trilogy of all time.
Because the first one's horrible. Because
Yeah.
it makes no sense. It's
It
like
thinks it's
Mark
Ocean's
Ruffalo
11.
was the yeah, it's like that doesn't make any sense. There's no physical way in human reality that he could do all of that, and they wouldn't know who he was, or like that's impossible. Like
In
I
the second
understand
one-
suspension of disbelief. I get it.
This is
But this
in the
is
second
asking
one.
way
They,
too
they
much.
introduce a secret society with like an eyeball symbol.
Yeah,
Who's watching it,
right.
and they all become
'Cause
members
Michael
of it. at
Caine
the
did
end.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Morgan Freeman's part of it too. No, Morgan
Because
Freeman's
Morgan
a bad
Freeman was
guy.
the bad guy. Yeah, and then Michael Caine was the bad guy in the first one because
Yeah.
they took his bank away or something.
Yeah, they robbed his bank.
I can't be in the third one because I found you. I found you.
I found it too.
I found you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sometimes I can do that pretty
I was
well.
gonna look at
not
you.
now.
I can look at you, and you look at me, and I know that you made it. I
Who's the
wanted
new
to see
version
your life outside this awful cave.
Is Mark Strong
Sorry, I don't know why.
just voice, not acting style? Who's
Hmm.
the new Michael Caine?
Hmm.
Only one I can think of is Mark Strong.
Yeah.
Because Mark Strong's he plays more of a badass. I'd say Mark Strong
I
is
said not
more,
acting
maybe
style.
Mark,
I said just voice.
oh, voice.
Yeah.
I think Mark Strong is probably the next Richard Harris. I would say Mark Strong's more Richard Harris.
Yeah, he's got a little
Maybe
less
Terrence Stamp.
polish. Terrence Stamp
Maybe
is the same
Terrence
age
Stamp
as
in there.
same age as Michael Caine. Oh, you're saying Mark Strong?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm saying Mark Strong.
I
Mark
thought you were
Strong
saying
could be a
Terrence
Terrence Stamp
Stamp is the
character.
next. I was
No,
like,
no,
you picked
no.
one. 30
You tell him
days
I'm coming.
later.
You tell him I'm fucking coming. I love the Limey. The
The
Limey's
Limey.
one of my favorite movies. Limey's awesome. I love the
You
Limey.
want to see Terrence Stamp yell at people in a driveway? Watch the Limey.
Oh, it's
I
wonderful.
swear there's like 5 scenes like that.
You tell me about Jenny. You tell him I'm fucking coming.
Okay, he got blood on his face. I love, Steven Soderbergh underrated. I love Steven Soderbergh. I like about a good 80% of his movies. I enjoy. I'll give him credit. I like Steven Soderbergh.
I've been making lists
like him
of
as a
and
person,
ranking
too.
directors' movies. But
Yeah.
Soderbergh has so many movies. He has like 30 movies now.
Like different styles. Like he'll
Yeah.
on an iPhone he shoots a movie. He'll do a movie on an iPhone and he'll do a movie in a real camera.
The dude doesn't give a fuck.
No,
Well, I
That's
feel
why
like
I
doing
like
this
him.
today.
He'll just do it. I'll just do it. That's fine. I don't care. I got all the money in the world. I got my Oscar. Got my millions. I'm just gonna have fun. I can do it.
He's a fun dude. Like,
I'm technically proficient. I
in
can do it. I don't
Schizopolis,
care.
he's fucking hilarious.
He's funny. Yeah, it's a funny movie. He's fun. I like Steve Soderbergh. He's great. He's
I
funny.
watched most of the Soderbergh movies I never seen. I watched them when I lived with you and Michael because Michael's a big Soderbergh fan.
Michael had them all. Yeah.
He had all of them. So I just sat there and watched them. And I'm like, 50-50. I'm like, this is really good or not for me. Not bad. but
Mediocre. Yeah.
that's how I felt about most of them. I'm like, nah.
Yeah. I like Logan Lucky. I thought Logan Lucky was strong.
I didn't see it.
I liked that one. That was fun. That was a fun one. I enjoyed that one.
I haven't seen one of his
Yeah.
movies in a long time. I want to see The Laundromat.
I didn't
and,
watch- I didn't.
No
Laundromat's
Sudden
on
Move.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw No Sudden Move.
That's on
He
HBO
did do a
Max.
movie, I think, on HBO Max. So that is it. No, I'm sorry.
That is the movie. No Sudden Move. Yeah, I gotta watch that one too.
Yeah,
But
Beats Are
Renfield,
Bro.
a lot of fun. I go see it. I mean, it's not. I'm just gonna see it now because it's too late. It's done. We were late.
No,
we were
but-
too late to the party.
Give this movie money. It
See.
deserves it. Rent the movie. Buy the
no.
movie.
This one
Give it
will
time.
probably be a better. It'll probably do well on streaming when people can buy it on VOD. when it's a pay-per-view, you spend $10 for it or 20
Yeah.
or whatever. I think it'll do well because it's really entertaining. It's a fun movie. I'll buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray. Like I will buy a physical copy of this movie for sure. Just to
I feel like
because it's actually really
all
good.
they need to do for the advertisements for this is it's Nick Cage's Dracula, and you show a picture, and it's like, go see the movie. Come on,
Right.
like,
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
I did want to touch on
yeah, it was
Nicholas
awesome.
Hoult before we're done, where we
Yes.
started to bring him up earlier. I really like him. I saw him. I don't think there's a first thing because I did see like Weatherman, but the first thing I really recognized him for was a decade ago. I saw in the theater Warm Hearts. He plays a zombie in that
Warm
movie.
Bodies.
Not a very good movie. Warm Bodies. Thank you.
Warm Bodies. Yeah.
Warm
Warm
Bodies.
Balls.
And I was like, not a great movie, but he's great in it. I loved him in that.
Yeah.
And then you see him in, like the X-Men movie, and he's ugly
Yeah.
in that too. And I was like, this guy doesn't give a fuck how ugly he looks in a movie because he looks terrible through most of this movie.
Mad Max, Fury Road. He's
Yeah,
got
Mad
the
Max, another good
fucking,
example.
dying of radiation poisoning. Momo,
Witness me!
I got my mates, my two cancerous tumors, me mates.
Yeah. Witness me!
Oh God.
Yeah, the guy doesn't give a fuck what he looks
Mediocre!
like, how bad he looks. And I'm like, I love this guy.
He's fun.
I love
He's
people
great.
that don't care. Like, I'm going to do this because it's
I
interesting.
want to see him in more. I hope he's a guy that's
Yeah.
around for like that's his. He can act and he'll be an actor forever. He'll be like Jude Law. He'll just be in everything and show up and just do the work.
And sometimes he's good, and sometimes you're like, why, Jude?
Because they paid me lots of money. That's why. And I have lots of alimony to pay because I keep fucking my maids. I keep fucking my nannies.
He's in
My
some movies.
cock's
I've never
insatiable. I
seen.
can't stand it.
He's in some movies I want to watch. He's in The Menu.
Nicholas
which is on-
Hoult. Menu's good.
I want to see
He
that.
plays an asshole prick. He plays a great asshole prick in that movie. He's such a shit bird in that movie.
Oh, he's in the Taylor Sheridan movie, Those Who Wish Me Dead. That also had that
Those
other
Who
girl we were
Wish-
talking about.
Those Who Wish Me Dead. Oh, is that the one?
John Bernthal
With
and
Angelina
Jolie.
Jolie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
got
actually, he's good in
Littlefinger.
that, but the movie sucks. I forgot about that movie. Yeah, he's great. He plays a psycho in that movie. He's actually really good.
The
He plays a
Banker.
bad guy, a real bad guy.
True History of the
With Ben
Kelly Gang,
Mendelsohn.
huh? Okay.
Yeah, I think every British kid does that movie.
Yeah. Young Ones. No. Jack the Giant Slayer. I forgot. Forgot about that.
Saw that movie. That's when he was
yeah,
trying
I
to
did.
graduate into
Oh.
action. Didn't quite happen for him. That's not his fault.
Weatherman.
Ugh.
I don't know. I just wanted everyone in this movie is really good, and I didn't expect that. But we have not talked about the man of the hour, Nick Cage.
Nick
And we'll
Cage
end
should
on
win an
this.
Oscar. I love Nick Cage in this movie. He was fantastic.
Sorry.
Renfield. When he has the makeup,
They need
his
a-
face is all rotted off.
They need an Oscar for most fun.
Yes.
Because when you're talking about when his face is, he's not fully formed yet, and his face, his jaw is gonna fall. And he's like, Renfield. What have we talked
when he
about?
got burnt out,
A school bus
burnt
of
up by the
cheerleaders
sun.
and some nuns.
didn't he say like, "Are you okay, Master?" Not really. what did he say?
Yeah.
It's like, not really. It's all burnt up.
It's all burned.
Because the son got him. He almost got killed the first time, and it took him like 100 years to heal. So they're living in New Orleans, in the French Quarter, in an old abandoned hospital. That's where he's living. Listen to me, Renfield. I think we've been doing this all wrong. That's the other best part of the movie, where he goes,
My master plan to take over the world, and it's Dracula's
Yeah.
plan with Renfield. And it's like it's a little
Post-it note.
post-it note. Oh god, that was funny. That was a nice
They
little
had-
gag. Little
They had some
visual
great
gag.
camera gags.
Yeah.
There's that, and then
Yeah,
the other one was
yeah, it was-
when Renfield's in a support group to get over people with
Yes.
abusive relationships, and then
yes,
Nick
yes.
Cage finds out and shows up at his apartment,
Yeah.
and he walks in the door, and Nick Cage is there, and he's like, "How He looks down. It says, "Welcome. Come on in." He's like,
Yeah, it's Matt.
fuck.
It's Matt. Yeah, let me just fuck the Matt. Like,
That was the
oh,
other
man.
good camera.
That's a good bit. Yeah,
Fuck. That one made me laugh pretty hard.
that was funny. Yeah, that was good.
Just
And then you had
Cage's.
what's the other
Oh, sorry, go
um,
ahead if you got something. Are you
No,
thinking?
he just. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like he's having a blast, and you can
He
tell that
is.
he's having a good time. He's got the big teeth on, and he's just talking. Oh, he's overacting. He's doing the Bela Lugosi like hand gestures, and he's just you can tell that this is something he's been wanting to do for a long time, and he's finally getting to do it. So good for Nick Cage to have one of his dreams come true and have this part. And what a great movie! It's
And
just
being
too
really
bad
good.
no one's going to see it. It's not going to be $100 million movie. It's not going to be a big blockbuster, even though it should be. But it's fun. It's a fun movie.
It's going to be one of those movies
Make
that's
more
kind
of
of
these.
doomed to be a cult classic
Yeah,
because
pretty
of the
much.
cast and the plot. But
Yeah,
hey, I'm fine with that. I think Cage is
Yeah.
fine with that too. He doesn't give a fuck if it's. He doesn't care. If
and this is a universal. This is a universal released movie.
Yeah.
This is a real movie from a real studio. This isn't some This isn't some streaming service movie. This is a real movie. And it feels like a real movie. That's why I like when I watch these streaming movies or the trailers, like The Gray Man and all the Russo brother movies or the Zack Snyder movies that he does for Netflix. They don't look like movies to me. They look fake. They look like cheap knockoff straight to video movies. And it's like
They
I'm
look
not gonna
like-
watch that. I don't care.
This one, I don't know if it's gonna make any sense. The CG in those Zack Snyder movies looks like the Nick Cage movie he makes in like Bulgaria.
Right, yeah. But they cost
looks-
like $200 million.
Yes, because they're paying
Like they give,
Zack Snyder $50 million.
Apparently, I mean, fuck, where's the money going? Because it's not going into the fucking special effects. They look like shit. And
Yeah.
you're telling me like the
It's-
Russo brother movie, where do they get the money? Every Russo brother movie is $250 million production. And they've made like 5 of them for Netflix. Like, why? And they tried like, oh, well, 50 million people watched it. Okay, so did they give $1 to watch it? No, it's part of their streaming service.
Yeah, you got to do the math on how that. Speaking of Universal, the Dark Universe, the new one looks terrible. It's Russell Crowe in The Pope's Exorcist.
That bombed too, though. But I think that made more money than Renfield, so that should show you. That should tell you something.
You know,
But-
sad it has
But someone was saying
not low
they're
stuff.
saying Russell Crowe and Nick Cage were has-beens doing movies like this. I was like, no, I don't think they're has-beens. They're just working. Has-been is the guy that doesn't work and just shows up in streaming shows. That's a has-been. These guys are still making movies that come out in theaters. So what are you talking about has-been? That ain't a has-been.
Nick Cage is having like a little renaissance going on right now.
Yeah,
got this-
he's had 3 great movies in a row.
Oh no,
Well,
Don't forget
release movies.
yeah. There you go.
Pig. No, well, I'm counting Pig.
Don't forget the Old Way.
Unbearable Limit. Yes, I am forgetting the Old Way on
The
purpose.
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Massive Talent. Yeah, that's a great one. And now we have Renfield. He's had 3 great theatrical releases in the last 3
Yeah.
years. So he's fine. He's having a career renaissance. He's doing great. Nick Cage is actually doing pretty good for himself.
I'm a little pissed.
He
I
hasn't been
couldn't see
embarrassed.
Pig in the theater, but
Well, and Mandy though. I
Mandy's
think
another.
Mandy counts. That's part of that because that was what 2018.
Oh fuck! Even Mom
Was
and
that
Dad,
Mandy
2017. Mom and Dad was in theaters.
Was it? I still have. I need
Yeah.
to see Mom and Dad. Yeah, but Trespass was in theaters too.
No, I'm just saying that. But Mom and Dad was
That
a
was
big
terrible
movie.
movie.
Like it was being advertised everywhere. Trespass wasn't being advertised.
I didn't see it. I never saw any ads for Mom and Dad when it came out.
Oh yeah.
You're wrong. Maybe in Phoenix.
Maybe in Phoenix, where the market was, we have your Coke.
We test our sodas and our
Pepsi
Cage
Peach.
movies in theater.
That's just such a Cage movies in theaters. You guys love this shit. We're gonna send you another Nick Cage movie direct to theaters in Arizona.
That's it.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Giants or spring training for whoever is there.
I don't know why the Giants.
Oh,
came
that's
up.
it. So I know. I don't. Do they train in Arizona?
No.
Quality of movie 15. Quality of Cage 10. All right. Yeah, I agree with that.
I put it right below
It's a solid
Vampire's Kiss,
Cage.
which is ironic. I wasn't really thinking about that.
Yes.
I just said he is technically better in Vampire's Kiss. He's great in that movie.
Yes,
And
yes.
quality
Yeah,
of movie,
that's a pretty accurate top 10. Yeah.
I think
I like
Mandy's
that.
better. It's a little bit better than Amos and Andrew, even though I did like Amos and Andrew. But yeah,
I like
think
Amos Andrew. Yeah.
I really didn't
watched
have
that
much
one
thought
anyway.
into this because it just these spots just felt right for once.
Yeah. Now look at how small that font is. We're getting to that point where
I know it's
you're
getting to
gonna
the
have a
point where you're not
really
gonna read it.
Wow.
I'll have to do 2 columns.
How
for
many
each.
more movies do we have? I mean, shit, we're almost to
Oh,
the end of the Nick Cage.
Several.
Well, you are anyway.
Several. We still
Several
have at
dozen
least
more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Oh my god.
16, 17, 18, 19,
Oh,
20,
you're
21,
a
22,
you're a monster.
26,
What?
27, 29,
That's
30,
impossible.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, about
Oh,
40,
shut
I'd say.
up. No fucking way. That's
You want me to
more
read
than
up, do you want me to read up the names?
No, please
Our
no.
next
Please
episode:
no.
Birdie, Seeking Justice, Outcast versus Jiu-Jitsu, Snowden versus Army of One, The Frozen Ground, Peggy Sue Got Married versus Moonstruck, Red Rock West. And then not on the list is Racing with the Moon, The Boy in Blue, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Rumblefish, Knowing, The Runner. Next, Death of Superman Lives, Primal, Stolen versus Rage, Deadfall versus Arsenal. It keeps going.
Well, Death of Superman Lives, he's not even in it.
No, but we're going to cover that and the documentary for Inconceivable. There is a documentary that talks about Inconceivable.
No.
You don't have to. I'll watch that one
Wow.
alone. You don't have to do that. I won't subject you to that one.
Well, whatever. Maybe. Well, how far away in the future is that one?
It's not on the schedule.
Okay, so maybe I'll just make it. Maybe I'll just show up in Arizona again, and
we'll watch it at your house, and then we'll do the podcast at your house again.
There we go. So, I give this a. Oh, sorry. What do you give this? Oh, your headphones unplugged. Out of 10, Dick, what do you give this?
I think I give it an 8. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it a lot. I gave it a solid 8.
I also gave it an 8. I was just
scoring
I
was asking. It was fun.
Yeah,
and I saw. It's the first time I've been to the theater in a long time, and I'm glad I went because I saw this movie and Air on the same day. It was a double feature.
Yeah,
and
Air was very good. Air was. It was 2 8. Say 2 8 movies that day. Air and this for different reasons. Different reasons for 8s.
No, it's just a fun movie. I do want to say Dracula's teeth are fucking awesome. They are actually terrifying looking.
Yeah.
And when he shows up at the club at his what was it
support
called? Support group. He floats. Fucking teeth. Yeah. I'm like, oh god, that's cool.
This is way beyond narcissism.
One point, Nicholas Hoult rips them out. And he's like, "You think you can destroy my teeth?" And they regrow.
Yeah.
And
no, but I love that. So going back to the group, the one girl that's every time she tells a story, Nicholas Hoult interrupts her and goes, "Oh yeah, fuck me then. Yeah, you're right. I hate myself too. Fuck me too.
Yeah, you're right. I hate myself." That was pretty funny. That was a good running gag that they put in there.
Yeah. I laughed my ass off.
Enjoyable movie. It was fun. It's fun. Yeah.
The gang attacks the neighborhood or attacks the apartment complex, and Nicholas Hoult is killing them. At one point, rips off a guy's arms, throws them. One goes through a guy's chest and pins him to a door. But before he throws it, he beats like 20 guys to death with the arm. And then he throws it to the guy's chest, and then Aquafina pulls it out and beats someone to death with it. I was like, I was laughing so hard. They just kept that arm around.
It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun movie.
It was my wife's favorite part, so I had to mention it.
Did she went and saw it too with you?
Oh yeah. We took a date night for this. We took the pillow.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
And I wore the shirt. I'll show you some pictures.
And anybody asks questions, you just go, "She's pregnant." That's why we have the pillow.
Here,
it's not because I'm in love with Nick Cage.
Oh, I don't. I'll admit to it. You know what I forgot to do?
I love him.
I forgot to do a
Uh-oh.
segment for Liquid Sky, and I'm a little pissed about it.
What do you mean a segment for
I made
Liquid
something
Sky?
for Liquid Sky, and I forgot to do it.
Oh
I
my
have
God!
a
Well, no
script,
time like
a little script for us to read.
Oh, well, save it for the game show, the trivia game. We can do it there.
Okay.
We'll have that be the
Okay. Let me show you
opener
the
for
pictures of
the
us at the
trivia battle.
theater. Was that after Easter or before? Oh, here it is.
I think it was after Easter.
It was.
Yeah, Easter was early this year.
We got the shirt on. We're at the movie for the
Yeah,
poster.
there you go.
Pillow. She's severely
There's
pregnant.
Mama. That's funny. She's got that pillow over it. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It's about ready to get out. It's about ready to.
She's like, don't show my belly, Mike. That's the point. We're bringing our unborn son to this classic.
It's kind of hard to not show your belly. It's massive. I mean,
she's
I've
so
never
ready
seen a belly that big.
She's so ready to go.
Yeah, it's about ready to pop. It's gonna burst.
Poor thing is just
hilarious.
This last couple of days, she's not handling it well. So I said next week we're gonna have a baby.
Yeah.
All right, Dick.
I
did my
all
rankings.
lop noodles, heaven of bliss.
All that's left is to say the next episode will be Birdie, and after that, Seeking Justice. We're not going to get to them for a while, probably, because we're going to take a little sabbatical. Because, like I said, the baby's coming next week. This is probably our last show for a little bit. I'm not sure how long, but this will be it. And what a way to go out for a little bit. Well, this is a good episode before break.
Oh yeah, Liquid Sky and Renfield.
Not so much Liquid Sky.
Not so much Liquid Sky.
The thing with Liquid Sky is I heard about those AI bots that will write a script for you.
Yes.
I put into that bot write Liquid Sky starring Phoenix and Dick. And I had it create a whole script. It's not like the full length script, but it's several pages though. And I was gonna read it. I was hoping we could read our parts, but completely forgot.
That's fine.
We can do that.
Send it to me.
The big movie quiz.
Read it when we get back. Yeah.
Or just
we can do that.
Email it to me. We can do the next show we do, which will be 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, whatever it is.
Yeah. Just I hope I don't forget. That's all. I also did
I won't forget that.
A Twilight Zone one starring Yumi and Frank that we'll get to when we come back. If Frank shows up. Anyway, anything else you want to say about Renfield before we're done?
Go see it. Buy it on demand. Buy it on video when it comes out. Buy it on home video, Blu-ray, 4K. Support it. It's great. Loved it. Thank you, Nick Cage, and thank you, Nicholas Hoult, and thank you, Aquafina. Thank you, Chris McKay.
I want to say thank you, Ben Schwartz, because goddamn, I loved every scene he was in. He just caught me off guard. He wasn't unrecognizable because I recognized him, but I was prepared to hate his character, and he won me over. It was Marty from Cabin in the Woods all over again. When I saw Marty in the Cabin in the Woods, I'm like, oh God. And then 20 minutes later, I'm like, no, Marty. Like the character won me over. So, yeah. All right. Let's get out of here. Until next time.
All right.
In the meantime,
good.
Finish up.
Dick, kids.
So long, citizens. Here's the credits. I should have done the exit on it. Here we go. Let's read this. Copyright 2023. No one's come to save you. No vampires in Renfield. Not even a support group full of sarcastic. Didn't quite get it.
Character actors.
No, sarcastic. Was it actors?
Sarcastic stand-up support group. All right, that's fine.
Not even a full support group full of sarcastic characters. Everyone was so sarcastic in that support group.
Yes. It reminded me of Fight Club. Bob, bitch tits.
Exactly.
Bye.
It's cheaper than a movie and there's free coffee.
Cheaper than a movie, free coffee. Is this cancer?